With about 280,000 baby boomers eligible to retire between now and 2025, there's increasing demand for skilled workers across our region to replace them, demand that's only going to grow in the years to come. Career Training Academy, which focuses on healthcare skills, recently moved from its original home in New Kensington to a new location nearby in Lower Burrell, Westmoreland County. Melissa Raber is Vice President of Marketing and Admissions, and Michael DeCello is Campus Director. Welcome. Good to have you both here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the move. So the school's been around for almost around 45 years or so, is that right?
It has. We're deeply rooted in the New Kensington Arnold Lower Burrell community, and we decided to make the move from our downtown New Kensington campus to a fresh new start at the Lower Burrell campus. Hillcrest Shopping Center.
Really a response to the potential for growth for the school?
There is. There is definitely a need for more skill-cared workers in the healthcare field due to the aging population.
Okay, yeah, the aging population affects us on a couple of fronts. Creates demand, I would assume, yes, for the kinds of professions you're training, but also creates some shortages when it comes to the workers that need to do the work.
Absolutely, absolutely. When we look at the baby boomers 55 and older and who's going to be retiring, it's critical that schools like Career Training Academy meet that need for the opportunities for both our youth and career changers, and they have an opportunity to come back to pick up on the skills to meet the demands. Here in Allegheny County alone, 18,000 jobs in the healthcare sector between 2015 and 2025. Those 18,000 jobs, 70% or so are going to require less than a 4-year degree. So schools like Career Training Academy, you know, we're going to come in and provide those hands-on skills to give them the careers that are going to make them successful.
Yeah, that's a fascinating statistic, because I know a lot of people probably think about healthcare and they think, well, doctors and of course loads of education, nurses, often a 4-year degree, but the reality is most of the people who keep the whole machine running have less training, much shorter training cycles than that.
Right, and we've been hearing so much about the skills gap in healthcare. So that's why we provide training for medical assisting, dental assisting, phlebotomy technicians, massage therapists, biller coders, to fill that need.
And how do you define what you need to be training for so that you're sure if the people go through the program they're going to get a job on the other end?
Well, the unique factor is providing them both the hands-on and the soft skills. They need the technical skills so they have the competencies to pass the certifications and eligibility for the positions. With the increasing background checks, the requirement for clearances within the UPMC, the Allegheny Health Network, and all the healthcare professions, it's becoming that increasing demand to have that skilled worker with the background check. So we're providing them those skills, both hands-on as well as the administrative side, to be successful when they graduate to sit and be eligible for their certifications.
Well, that's interesting. Is the soft skill emphasis something new you're hearing from employers, perhaps different than the way it used to be?
That's something that we constantly hear from the employers, is that workers in any field need to increase their soft skills. So we incorporate that into all of our classes. We offer soft skills seminars, we bring guest speakers in, we bring industry professionals in to tell the students how important soft skills are in the workforce every day.
And I guess you hear a lot more about teamwork and people in their jobs now taking on responsibilities that historically might have belonged to a doctor or a nurse or an LPN or something, right? And they're having to do a little bit more of the patient interaction.
Absolutely. Information gathering, communication, customer service all play a vital role in that. And we're seeing that not only with our students, but also with our community partners and our employers, that they're asking for additional skill set in professional development of their current staff and their employees.
Okay, so you say you got demand, you have employers, 18,000 jobs, Allegheny County alone between now and the end of the decade. You've got the training, you've identified the careers where they can get a job. How are you doing on the pipeline? Are you filling all your classes? Are you meeting the demand that's already here, much less what's on the way?
We are. One good thing about Career Training Academy is we're guided by a program advisory committee, a PAC as we call it, and we meet formally twice a year with these industry experts, and they tell us what we need to be teaching our students so they could get into those jobs to help fill those needs. They guide us on curriculum, they open up their facilities for field trips, they come in as guest speakers, anything to give the students more real world experience.
Sure. Are enough students though going into it? Do you find there's sufficient interest in these careers to meet the demand?
No, there's not. And you know, being within the Pittsburgh region, and healthcare is such a driver of our economy, It's important to note that with the mid-skill careers, your phlebotomist, your medical assistants, dental assistants, the programs can be 6 months to 17 months depending on a diploma program, an occupational associate degree program, depending on the need or the skill set, and get them employed and in contact with the employers through our career services department to keep them locally within our region. And I think that's another important area to focus on, is regionally the jobs are here in demand and can sustain people staying within the region in which they love.
Well, and the great thing about healthcare careers, given the aging of our population, there's sure to be ongoing demand. It's not like you're all going to get outsourced to some other country or some other part of the country. It's great to see Career Training Academy making the investment in our region. If people want to find you, I assume you have a website?
Absolutely. It's CareerTA as in trainingacademy.edu, and as we mentioned in the beginning, we do have 3 campus locations here in the North Hills, the Monroeville area, as well as our new location in Lower Borough.
All right, very good. Melissa Raber and Michael DeCello from Career Training Academy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Next up, teaching entrepreneurship to kids through the arts. Stay with us.